In the newly released Epstein documents, an audio clip is now surfacing of Israel's former Prime Minister, Ehud Barak, one of Jeffrey Epstein's very close friends, who we're seeing repeatedly uh, showcase or his name shown up in the documents. Excuse me. And there's this audio clip going viral now, and he's just flat out saying that he wants mass conversions of Russians into Judaism to, control the quality of the genetics in Israel to make sure that there's less Arab Jews, there's less Mizrahi Jews, brown Jews. So take a listen to this audio clip and let's talk about it. There's small captions here and it's 2 minutes. So I'm going to stop it intermittently so we can chat.
And we can control the quality much more effective than our.
It's not too loud, so I might just talk over. We can control the quality.
Become the founding fathers of Israel.
The demography seems terrible. Nobody sane seems to be procreating, and everybody insane in their own way seems to have 5 children. Whether it's Arabs or Orthodox, they have 5 children. If you're regular Israeli, you have 1.5 children.
The Haredim are more productive than the Arabs. We canceled we had exponential support function for productivity.
So, they're saying, the Orthodox, the Haredim Jews, they don't actually enlist in the IDF, which is why right now in Israel there's a lot of tension because of that specifically. They're talking about the fact that the normal Israelis are not having enough children. All the other people are, and it's going to end up becoming a brown country. They're just flat out kind of saying it. And it's in Israel right now. Netanyahu's actually using this clip. And he's using this clip against Ehud Barak to say, look, this guy doesn't care about Mizrahi Jews. This is why you guys should vote for me, Netanyahu. And he's actually using this to kind of go against his political enemies. I kind of just hope Israel self-combustulates from the inside out, but who knows, maybe one day. Let's take a little bit more of a listen here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit as well, and I'll just kind of talk over because I don't know if you guys can hear it too well here.
Another two, and you are deep into the social security trend.
And he's...
You can see the Irish nation even faster. Yeah, it would be bi-nation at first, and then within a generation.
Here he goes, and now he's saying within a generation there would be an Arab majority. And I'm glad that he's bringing this up because I do want to let you guys know that if you've been kind of following along what's going on, one of Israel's biggest concerns more than anything is the demographic problem. And what we're listening to here is somebody directly showcasing that. Also, I want to bring my chair up because there we go. What we're listening to here is somebody directly showcasing that. So for those who don't know, I mean, Israel is obsessed with its demographics. David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, he came out publicly, and when Israel was just a young country, he put together a lot of paperwork, and he figured out the best demographics that Israel, or the largest percentage of Arabs that Israel could deal with. And he decided that 30% Arab population would be, manageable. So he wanted a 70-30%, 70% Jewish people, 70% Palestinians. That was kind of what he settled for that Israel could handle. And everybody else had to be expelled from the region. That was kind of the plan. Until today, if you listen to the most staunch Zionists like Jonathan Greenblatt of the Anti-Defamation League, more than anything, what he'll talk about is he's concerned about the Jewish intermarriage rate. Miriam Adelson, the lady who donated $250 million to Trump, she'll go out publicly in 2018 at a birthright event, and she stated, go back to your hotel rooms and have a lot of Jewish babies. She's telling birthright individuals to have a lot of Jewish babies. If you go on Threads, I was just on Threads yesterday, and there's this very annoying lady who's always on Threads, and she's just saying the most ridiculous thing. I can't remember her first name, but her last name is Chapman. And she, in her bio, it says helping to create as many Jewish babies as possible. So what you'll notice is there's a massive internal push in Israel to have as many damn kids as possible because their biggest concern is the fact that is the population, is the demographics. They are concerned that the Jewish majority will no longer be a majority, which is why they're also so set on expelling Palestinians from Gaza. and the Israeli occupied West Bank, they don't know how to handle the demographic problem. So they're like, ethnic cleansing is the only way. Ethnic cleansing, controlling the birth rates, pushing pushing contraceptives, doing everything they possibly can to control the Palestinian birth rate. That's their number one problem. And what we're listening to here in the tape is he's also Ehud Barak is also publicly stating, well, the best way to do that, not only to control the Arab population birth rate, but also make sure we have less brown Jews from the Arab countries, less Mizrahi Jews, is what if we just get like 1 million Russians to convert to Judaism? They're perfect. It's white Russians. They're pretty. They're white. They're white. They're white. That's what they care. That's what he cares about most. What if we just get these white Jews, these white Christians to convert to Judaism? Now we have a higher quality, a higher genetic quality of people that we could just bring into Israel, and we can have 1 million of them settle. And he was just going out publicly. I didn't play the rest of that. Let me actually do that so I can get to that part where he just talks about that. Let's see. So, and here we go. In a submantle manner, open the gates for massive conversion into Judaism. It's a successful concept. Many will at the beginning without making it, but under the social pressure of the need, especially the second generation to adapt, it will happen. And we can control the quality of much more effectively than our ancestors. The founding fathers of Israel, they did it. They took whoever. Now we can be selective. They took whoever from Africa, from wherever, but now we can be selective with where we get them to come from. So, this is consistently Israel's biggest concern, because here's the thing, guys, when you have a settler colony that's actively expanding, Israel's entire existence is predicated on its expansion and having destabilization around its borders. With destabilized borders, you can create buffer zones, and with buffer zones, then eventually you can build settler outposts, and then you settle those places. But it's all of this entire house of cards collapses in on itself the second that you don't have a consistent supply of settlers. So it's really just a kind of a supply and demand thing. And their biggest concern is the supply, because the Jewish population is so small, which is why now they're talking, well, why don't we just get a lot of converts? Of course, this was used now as as a political campaign for Netanyahu to be like, look, see, he only cares about white Jews, not brown Jews from Iraq or from wherever else. Ultimately, I hope the whole damn political system there just self-combusts. I'm ready. Just full regime change, not regime change, self-combust in on itself at this point. The only thing holding them together is attacks from the outside. Iran is the only thing holding Israel together, because when you have Iran, you have an outdoor enemy, you have an outside enemy, so they can set aside their grievances among each other for a little bit and handle the enemy. That might actually be the only silver lining. God forbid, not God. If anything happens and there is regime change in Iran, whether from external pressure or from the people itself and they want regime change, my feelings aside on it fully, if there ever were a situation like that, that might be the only silver lining, that there is no more of an external enemy to this degree, that Israel's internal turmoil becomes more expressive and they self-combust. We'll see. So that's it for this video, guys. If you found it interesting, I'd appreciate it if you click the subscribe button below and give it a thumbs up as well. Also, if you want to join as a member, it's like $5 a month. If you click my member only, you can see my member only videos. It would help my channel outgrow and reach more people like you. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.